Shalom IT lovers of my classes, welcome to DA with RStudio. Today another type of file to analyze. After the CSV and the HTML file, let's work on an real easy SQL file today, which are called the flowers.sql to analyze. SQL stands for Structured Query Language. It's a programming language for storing and processing information in a relational database. This one file is really easy to analyze on RStudio. That's just an example. It means there is no creation of trigger, procedure, join, union, view, etc. for those who understand SQL, who already know about SQL. Today it's just going to be tables and content, just to practice on RStudio. But God's willing, later we'll be back to topic SQL classes on my SQL workbench, because this is such an important topic to know how to database, how to create database and tables and all these things. That's very important too, but it's coming soon. Okay, right now I have this file open, SQL with r.r. Because I already have most of the commands I wanted to use. I just wanted, to speed the process because I don't want to last too long on this one too. We are going to do everything today. We are going to run most of the commands, not all, and maybe we're going to add some too. But let me open to you my, let's import this little data set, this flowers.sql, which I have here on my R folder on my desktop. I have it here, so you need something like that if you want to work your SQL file. So let's import it. It's really a short one. You can see it's really, tables and some little content. Okay, let's go back to this one. So in order to work on a SQL file, the first you have to do is to install the packages DBI and the packages RSQLite. Me, I already have the requirements satisfied, so I don't have to install them anymore. After you install them, you will have to load. So I'm going to load my library. So we run this one first, and we run the second one. So you need that, or else you're not going to be able to work on your SQL file on RStudio. So you need to install them. And then this is a command to connect. CON here in front of the command here stands for connect. You have to connect to the database. So this is the command. I'm going to run it right now. And of course, hopefully you already have your SQL file, and if you need mine, which is really short about flowers, of course you can get it. Let me know. Here I'm going to read the entire file, and then here we can split the SQL string into individual statements if there are multiple. This is the command, the SQL commands. We run this one, and then we can query. We can query the flowers table. So let's see how it looks like here. So you can see here, we want to print them. So as you can see here in the console down here, it's really clean. And here we have, these are our columns, the flower ID, name, the meaning, the occasion, the color, and the type. Here I have some NA, we can complete some of them. Let's here list all tables, command and print tables. We have a flower sales table also. Now let's count the number of the rows in the flowers table. Okay, and we want to print the row count. All right, so total we have 7. Let's check the structure of the flowers table. and then we're going to print the schema. Okay, print flower schema. And here we can update a flower's color. Let's say, for instance, I have, because I know I have a rose in my flowers list, and I want to replace the color, like, let's put it, so we ain't got no blue rose, but I'm gonna put blue or green, just to see that this is how you update the flowers color. Command, and then you run. Okay, now it's done, and now we want to query the flower data so that we can see if the rows became green or not. So we want to print the flowers data and see our rows became green. I hope you can see it. This is the first row right here. Our rows became green. Huh? Okay, so let's check the current structure. We already have done this one. This is how you want to add a column if it's missing on your table. Like here, this is how I have added the color column. This is the command. So if, and then you know, you have to put the exclamation mark, the quotation, etc., the flower schema name, and then of course you make sure you are connected to your database. This is a command to add a color column. You can name your column as you wish, and then of course you always have to come back and do the, you know, the print flower data, your table, to print it all the time you make a change in it, and check the structure also, you know, as much as possible. And here let's add a command. For instance, we want to insert a new flower record, you know, with all required fields. Let me comment that. A new flower record with required fields, including the occasion one. Column, because a lot of time we forget one column. So here the command is going to be like db execute. Okay, so right now I have added iris as iris flower. Here I did put blue, and I didn't know what to put as an occasion. Machine learning classic for practice in IT. And another one I wanted to add is the tulip, a tulip, a red one. I didn't know what to put, so I put the Christmas gift. Let me run this one. Okay, and now we want to query and see that it had been added. So here, so now we have our tulip here on row number 9, Christmas gift, red flower. Of course, we can go ahead and you know, add the type. It's going to be a flower everywhere, and for the sunflower, maybe I should add the yellow one. Update the color of the flower. We have the command right here. We can set violet where, or first we're going to put yellow for the sunflower. Where name, how did I write it? Of course, sunflower like this. And then we run this one and we see, just to update the color, and then we want to print to see, do we have the yellow now? We have the, no, the sunflower is still not yellow, you see. So we have to after the updating of this one, we have to let me go down here, query the flower table first, and then we can print the flower data. And now we can see that we have our sunflowers, which is yellow now. It's updated. So when you update, you have to go and query your table again, and then you can print print your data again to see the change happening. Okay, so our flower data looks good, as you can see here. And I wanted to say that the way you update the color, this is also the way you can update the type. For instance, where is that here? You see by line 37 here, update the flowers color. You can use the same to update the type. Like here, update flowers set color. You can put set type, and here you add flower. I don't know what else. Can be a plant. One name, yes, for instance, by rose. We run this one just to update the type, and then again you have to query the table, and then when you display the data, you will see that the type for rose has been added. Okay, you can insert a new record, like I inserted the sale of a dahlia and the sale of a tulip. This is a command. Flower sales, as you can see here, this is a command. This is how you insert a sale record. And then at the end, of course, you can, if you want, you can delete a record. Of course, you make sure that this is exactly what you want. We can, for instance, delete the iris flower here because, you know, I don't like the description, even if it's true. Let's say we want to delete the row 8, the iris classic machine learning practice. So we are going to execute this command here. We're going to put iris in here. Let's say we want to delete this one. We run, and it's going to be deleted. So again, I query the table and I print. Okay, now do we still have the iris? No, we don't have the iris flower anymore, as you can see. So it's not difficult to work on an SQL file here to analyze it. Is going to be really easy. And this is the last command here, which is also important, how to disconnect. If you are sure you finished, and you know how to reopen it again. This is how we disconnect. I don't want to disconnect right now, but just in case you have forgotten, this is how you reconnect. Just in case you didn't mean to disconnect, you can always go back to the first command and reconnect to your database. Okay, all right, that's gonna be it for today concerning SQL. There is not much to say, especially if you don't know about you know, this programming language, but I'm gonna come to it, as I said before. That's enough for today. So as I said, the rest is coming next, if God's willing. Next week we want to analyze another type of file on RStudio. All right, thank you for watching. God bless you. Bye bye.